If Mother Earth were a high school, Los Angeles would be that like obnoxious head cheerleader that we're all just like, girl, we get it, like, you're hot, but what else? It's Sunday. I've been loving my boxing gym. I had a call this morning with the owner of the gym, and I love the trainer. I really do. Boxing has just been so good for me in my life. I can just tell I'm feeling my mental and emotional health kind of like just naturally get better. I'm naturally prioritizing things that matter, and I'm kind of moving through grief with more intention, able to take on more, have more bandwidth, and I feel like it really is because I'm just kind of pushing myself and physically and challenging myself mentally, because it's something I've never done before. So I really have to kind of get focused and like diligent and routine and consistent, and it's like, yeah, that's who I am, really. Underneath it all, that's who I want to be. And life is an interesting way of bringing us experiences that allow us to just come more into harmony with that understanding by taking us further away from it so that we have to get back to it. And it's always a beautiful journey back. And when you find yourself there again, you realize you were there the whole time, and that you learned so much that made you who you became right this moment, this present moment, which is all there ever is and ever was. And so you're so grateful for it all, despite it all. Let's go. So I'm on my way to help my friend with a self-tape. She has an audition for the lead in what is about to be an incredible series, and I'm excited to help her with that. We're gonna explore and play and find things. And then I've got an audition for myself. Just came through, my manager sent it over. Looks like a really cool supporting lead role in a feature. I get to play into my kind of just sort of dark, like ruthless kind of energy. People on TikTok are always like, okay, Jesse Pinkman. And I love that so much. Oh my God, Aaron Paul, I met you once. You wouldn't remember, but you're the man. You're it for me, bro. So I'm stoked to read for this role. Clearly, I'm gonna channel my inner Jesse Pinkman. I mean, he's a drug dealer from a similar area, different circumstances. But now that I'm gonna do my whole impression of it, I'm gonna bring my own, obviously, creativity to it. But that story, baby, you find your way in with your instincts, based on your experiences, what you've seen, what you're compelled to, your type, the genre, all of it. Cool. Gotta get going. And then I gotta get back here and do some final touches on this awesome project I'm working on. I don't even know if I've talked about it on this channel yet. Maybe I have at this point. Patty Quake, pop star alter ego. It's Patrick Hilgard's response to Miley Stewart's Hannah Montana. It's my pop star alter ego. He's this circus sideshow clown. He sings, raps, acts. He shows up as different characters. He's very embodied. He's very kind of performative. He's a show boy. He's a showman. He's a show boy. He's all of the archetypes of all of the things that I want to be in my life, but that I kind of can't be in my daily life. I get to imagine through him and bring to life through music, which is so exciting. And so I'm really excited to be putting finishing touches on this 2-3 camera setup thing I did in my backyard the other night on Friday. Anything it takes to gaslight myself into being successful. Here we go. Ladies, am I right? Danny Pellegrino. I watch Bravo. If I am low-key psychic and what I think is about to happen, I just want to document this moment and say that I'm gonna miss this. I'm gonna miss driving through Laurel Canyon. Barely any fucking money. Bank account, definitely less than the bills than I owe this month that are due in about a week. document this moment and say I'm so proud and thankful that despite what the world and the forces that be wanted things to be, I felt in my bones and in my spirit and my heart that this was the path forward, not just for me but for the collective somehow, and that I trust that abundance is about to rain down. Spread so thin. I'm going to work right now. Like, what am I doing? Fucking cares. I'm trying to get through this so that I can fucking get back to making my art. That's what my life is about. I feel like my art is like become this water hose. I was thinking about it this morning. It's like, what is it? If I could just be tapped in all the time. Is that what heaven is? Is heaven just time with, like, do we just become these, when we turn into stardust, when our bodies return back to the stars from which they came, when we pass on, our souls leave our bodies deteriorate and just become another piece of material, just become more pieces of material in the universe. Where do our souls go? Do our souls go directly into that place that I'm accessing when I'm creating? Does our souls, does it just stay there? I feel like I get glimpses of it sometimes. Like, I've gotten glimpses of heaven through my creative process. It's like, it's truly magical. It's truly infinite. It's truly otherworldly. It's I don't even know how to explain it, because I know it to be true, but I've never seen it in the physical world. So I've seen it show up in the physical world. Time and time again. But when I speak to other people about it, I can't really put it into context. They just either have to know what I'm talking about or not. And I kind of feel like, well, I sense and pray and wish and hope and dream that the more I lean into this and open up to this pull, this call that's wanting me to create, the more I give that love, time, intention, and space to grow, the more that will give me love, time, and intention, and space to grow as well. And that includes providing me with resources and abundance and financial and monetary support. Money. Gotta pay my bills with my art. That's my goal. I want to pay my bills with my art. That's not too much to ask. And I think I'm going to have that and more. And so I just want to document this moment on my Laurel Canyon and Lookout Mountain. Coming up on 10 years here in LA. They say it takes 10 years to make an overnight success. Whatever that means. I guess we'll find out what that means, if that means. Maybe that's a case by case, right? Nevertheless, we trudge forward on the way to our dreams as we let go of the misperception that maybe, possibly, we just might already be inside of them. See you soon. I'm here at Wildwood Regional Park, where I used to come when I first moved out here, to just try to come back into the present moment here a little bit, integrate some of my fear and shame that I have, because I have a great deal of it still, for some fucking reason, so fucking stupid, while at the same time knowing how just truly fucking badass that is to just say fuck it. This is who I am, this is another part of me, and I'm really fucking good at this one random thing, and no one can sort of do it and say it in the way that I can and do. Other people say it and do it very well, but I don't know, like it's easy for me to like blend my point of view and personality and perspective and interests, and then also commentary on the world and pop culture, and then, you know, healing and whatever else. And also give myself like a big ego boost in the process, which is kind of all about like what I feel like rap music, hip-hop music, like that I love, like that aspect of it, as well as just how real it is. I mean, see, drag is this beautiful, colorful, amazing expression that like grew out of a form of oppression. It's like, okay, well, you don't want to see me, then like, see me, you know, now you can't not see me. And I feel like I'm doing that in a similar way, and I'm excited about that, but it's also like terrifying, because I still have these old beliefs about the fact that like I want to book movie roles and be like this cookie cutter actor, but I guess that's just like that's never who I was supposed to be. I tried that for a long time, you know what I mean? I can do that shit in my sleep. But I can do this in my sleep too, so let's go. All right, I can feel myself integrating into Patty already. But listen, if nothing else, it is just a fun, amazing, just, oh my God, my hair looks like my hairline's receding, but it's not. A friend asked me that earlier this week, like, are you doing your hair forward now because your hairline's receding? I'm like, no. But I forgot what I was just fucking saying. Let's go. Create enough space in my life that I can be present enough to choose with intention, like how I want to experience my life. And hopefully that's through a lens of optimism and through a lens of love and through a lens of connection and creativity and healing and growth and expansion and, you know, joy. A friend reached out last minute and asked me to work on a feature for a day, and the rate was pretty good. I was able to meet a whole bunch of new actors. I ended up actually knowing 2 of the actors and then recognizing 2 of the actors. So it was cool to have a whole day on set to just really like drop in and like get to know each other. That's the thing. The cool thing about being on set is that even though it's high stakes and there's so much going on, and it sometimes there's a lot going on, it's happening very fast, but a lot of times it's not. So I really like to try to enjoy myself. I like to be curious about the people around me. You know, I know that's not everyone's style, so I of course give everyone their space and stuff like that. And it totally depends on the set, you know. I've been on big sets where I wasn't sure how to kind of be because there was a degree of me that was a little bit starstruck by people who I genuinely admire. So while you're there to do your best possible work and you always put that first and you always deliver that no matter what, every once in a while, and hopefully more and more often, you run into situations where you get to work with people who you are just total fans of, you know? So of course you're there to do a job. Of course you have to know that you belong there humbly, in a quiet, grounded way, just knowing that you belong there, knowing that this is who you are. So it's not intimidating you or throwing you off or making you nervous, but it is to some degree like blowing your mind that like, wow, this is where I am right now. Like this is an experience that I'm having, and this is a dream I'm inside of. You know, you're very acutely aware of that when those moments happen. And I only want more of those moments. And I want to be the type of artist someday who gets to contribute those moments for others, right? Who are fans of my work, hopefully someday. And I only want to be intentional and support them and uplift them back, you know what I mean? And celebrate their wins and encourage them on in their journey, because that's just who I am. And it means so much when other people are that way for me. So I'm thankful for that. Every single piece of support, right? From my family to my community to my mentors to my representation to my angels, you know. I'm hungry.
The only thing I heard was you upping the offer because the opposing party decided to recite some plot line from some Lifetime movie.
90 is still 50 grand south of what Westland.
I don't care if it was $1 billion south. Their money is our money. I like you, Eli. Not in a friend way, but I like you, so I'm gonna let you off the hook with a warning this time. If you ever do anything like that again without consulting me, I will burn you faster than a fucking Pop-Tart. Got it?
The metaphor is lacking, but I'm pretty sure I get the general sentiment.
My advice? Pop the question soon. I think the stress is getting to you.